Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. So this is a tragic story, article, situation that we're going to go through. Both a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old, believed to be cousins, have died after being shot to death. There does seem to be some speculation as to whether it was a murder-suicide, as is believed by the police, or if it was an accident. The incident was broadcast on Instagram Live. So there will be some viewers, so there will be some people that are able to confirm, to the best of their knowledge, as to if it was a purposeful murder suicide or if it was somewhat accidental. I don't have access to that video. I probably wouldn't watch it, or most certainly wouldn't watch it if I did. So we're just going to go with the information that we have in this article. St. Louis police say that they're investigating the shooting deaths of a girl and a boy in a downtown apartment early Friday, and the police are investigating that as if it were a murder-suicide. Investigators identified the pair as 12-year-old Paris Harvey, a girl, and 14-year-old Kuron Harvey, a boy. Apologies if my pronunciation is incorrect. Kuron Harvey. And they believe that the girl killed the boy and then herself. So the question is if it was purposeful or if both deaths were accidental. Police did not say how or if the two were related, but family members have said that they were cousins. The family disputed the investigators' murder-suicide theory, and they've said that the shooting was accidental. Paris's mother, the 12-year-old girl, Shanice Harvey, and of course, she must be absolutely devastated. So Paris's mother has said that the family was celebrating March birthdays. The mother wasn't there. And apparently everybody was getting together to celebrate, including the younger kids. The two kids in question, Paris and Kuron, were making a video. Paris was playing with a gun. The gun went off and hit Kuron. And then apparently, according to the mother, Paris dropped the gun. And apparently, according to the mother, as far as she knew, and it seems to me from reading this that she had not witnessed the Instagram Live. That's my speculation. But the mother says that Paris, her daughter, drops the gun and the gun goes off and shoots and kills Paris. So the mother is confident that it was not a suicide, it was not a murder, it was not a murder-suicide, but that it was a freak accident, or rather a double freak accident. You know, two freak accidents, accidentally killing the boy and then accidentally killing the girl or killing herself. Again, I've not seen the video. There probably is more information that's come out since this article has made. I'm not totally up to date. I wouldn't be surprised if the, you know, every there's no, probably it's known as to exactly what went down. Those viewers of the live stream will be able to relay that. I presume there will likely be evidence of that video still in existence. In any case, other family members said the shooting was broadcast live on Instagram and that Kuron was one of the birthday celebrants. It was his birthday, or his birthday was recent. Shanice Harvey, the mother of Paris, who was also Kuron's godmother, said she didn't know who the gun belonged to or how her daughter got her hands on it. And I'll just interrupt the article at this point. That's a key aspect, isn't it? That's a key aspect. They're in an apartment, if I understand correctly. I do. They're in an apartment, this building here. And there's a whole group of people. We don't know exactly how many, but a whole group of people, adults in the main, as well as children. And somehow there's at least one gun floating around, unaccounted for, unsecured, loaded. I mean, I don't know. I don't live in America. I've never had to deal with guns. I've never held a gun. I do support gun ownership in America in particular, for whatever that's worth. Perhaps you don't. I do support gun ownership, but it has to be. It has to be. Obviously, it has to be done responsibly. If you own a gun, you have to. I don't know. I don't know too much about gun safety, but you have to manage that gun, secure it, especially if you have kids, or especially if your kids or if kids are going to be coming to your abode, your residence from time to time. I mean, that's just common sense, and what such lackadaisical attitude would allow a gun to be unattended, unsecured when kids are around is terrible. I'm not blaming the mother. It's not the mother's apartment, as far as I understand, so it wouldn't be the mother's gun. I don't blame the mother. I don't. Whoever is responsible for that gun is culpable, in my mind. Police have not said how many people were in the apartment at the time of the shooting. But one of the neighbors said that the owners of the apartment weren't even there because they rented out like an Airbnb. So I'm not entirely sure if that's entirely relevant or not, but one of the neighbors seems a little bit, can't think of the right word, but a little bit angry perhaps that that apartment is rented out to who knows who on a regular basis, seemingly. I guess that's not that relevant of a point, but perhaps it just gives a little bit of an indication of a little bit of frivolity, a little bit of carelessness within the ownership of the apartment, maybe, potentially. Anyhow, I'll wrap things up here. I mean, it's a tragic loss. A 12-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy dead. I'm not entirely sure as to if that was a murder-suicide or a freak accident or double freak accident. The facts will be out there soon, if not already. This was broadcast on Instagram Live. Absolutely devastating for the families concerned, the mothers, the fathers of these two children. There were this article doesn't tell us precisely the relationship between the two children, but it seems that they're cousins. Let's just hope that an investigation goes ahead as to where the gun come from, who owned the gun, why it wasn't secured. And I would be thinking, in my estimation, could be wrong, I'm not a lawyer, but in my estimation, I would be thinking that the owner of the gun or whoever was in charge of the residence at that moment in time, or both, will be culpable. And if that is the case, then I hope that justice does go through, that an investigation identifies those that are guilty of wrongdoing, and I hope that they're punished. Even if it was the girl's fault, I say that with respect, even if it was the girl's fault, even if it was purposeful or accidental, regardless of that, the children should not have had access to guns, loaded guns. That should not have been the case. There has to be an adult or adults held responsible for that. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be a real arsehole, forgive me by saying this. You guys have got to do better. You guys have got to do better. Who do I mean when I say you guys? I mean those people that are living their life like this. If you have guns in the household and they're unsecured and you have children around, even if it's just occasionally, you've got to sort this out. That is not good enough. You guys have got to do better. So if that's what happens in your household, you're a bunch of assholes and you've got to do better. I'll wrap things up here. If you like this content, if you see value in this kind of topic, please do give me a little bit of encouragement. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll thank you very much for your time.